And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
The drive starts with Rob Kelly. And shutting him off, now open field. He's at the 50, the 40. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right near the 27. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 48 yards on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A second down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 7-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Lewis. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He finds some open field here. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down. Here's Cousins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Cousins. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Following the interception, Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. Past the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be, 38 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A handoff as they run the counter play. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Martin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider 1st. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Carr going to throw. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the third at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Cousins. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Running right with Kelly. That burst good for 20 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. A give. This is Kelly. Pretty good running there. 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now Kelly on the toss. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Back now in the East Bay. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll go again with Kelly. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Rob Kelly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Carl try it again on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. Carr now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Romero. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now Carr again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Adolphus Washington. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Parkey's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Cousins now. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On the run, it's Kelly. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The play clock's running down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They run with it. It's Kelly. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. This is Kelly, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? On third down. That's Young. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Steps away to his left. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Broncos, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pick?
Man.
Skateboard.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up